closed in on all sides. The hero was sure to perish.
Seriously. Let me show you something. I thought it was up a wall. Just out the shelf.
Stop interrupting!
Shut up. Second time I want to be in town because I don't know. This is nice.
Then came a bellow and a blast of chill wind. The hero's fate was sealed.
There we go. What's this about? What's this about? The warrant for these books side out of. come on. What's the one else historical picture?
Oh, you just won't stop, will you?
You need to stop, damn it.
No more! Get out of my head!
Boring, just like the rest. I'll finish this hero myself.
I can't. Is it gone?
Second, I'll be right there.
I'm free. Finally. Wait. Where am I? Yes. I remember now. The creature. It's called the Illuminated One. It feeds on stories, on conflict and drama. The more exciting, the better. I fear all this fighting and chasing and anxiety has just made it stronger.
Just came at me in the middle of a conversation. No, come on, now I'm never gonna know the dialogue. Give me a little dumbass. I gotta get all the way from downstairs up here.
Oh, now what is all this mess? I feel different. Wait, did I? I said some terribly improper things, didn't I? Oh, I am so sorry. Please believe me, I'm normally meek as a newborn turtle. It's just these romance novels, you see, Oh, you get the idea. All my classmates and professors are finally coming to their senses. Whatever you did appears to have worked. Did you really defeat this creature? The Illuminated One? Thank the divines! You know, Gladia finally solved the mystery of why I was spared. The Illuminated One thought I was too boring. Imagine that. I guess it pays to be dull sometimes. And to have strong allies like you. Take care, Caraval.
You know, coral's just weird sack animal bones, right? So, this is a bit like a cemetery, I guess. Ugh. You do not want to know what their ghosts look like. Old cheese. I'll leave it at that.
Sorry about that. Playing some massacres. Try to take that off. Let's go here. See what set this is. After this I should be able to make some good potions for PvP people. Unless I ever find any found any of those electronics stable. I'm not looking for them now. They're just a distraction. I'll go do that afterwards.
You saw Queen Irene step out of the orrery?
No, that won't do. The color must be vibrant. Finally, the courier. I expected you hours ago. You must acquire my materials at once. And don't think I'll compensate you for the rush, given you're the one who was late. Oh, well, I can hardly keep track of every face I hire. An artist's work is endless. I need colors. Rich, rare, vibrant. After all, this painting will be the masterpiece of my career. I simply cannot work with mediocre shades. Reagents, ingredients, naturally, of course. I require that you gather the supplies needed to make the vivid paint this masterwork requires. Just take this list. Oh, and this tea, of course. You'll need it to acquire the first item. Now hurry along. I really do need you to hurry along. Inspiration could strike me at any moment, and I simply must have the perfect colors when that time comes. Oh, of course, you're a fan. Well, I'm not surprised my popularity precedes me. I'm sure it's not every day that you meet an artist of my caliber. As long as it doesn't delay you for too long, you may ask me some questions. I'm known for my art, yes, but I need something to set me apart. A painting that shall hang for centuries, worshipped by those who gaze upon it. To do so, I need breathtaking, resplendent colors. Vivid, powerful, emotional. Hamelin's dye produces the most gorgeous teal you'll ever see. The Yokuden tea I've given you should be a good enough trade. Brodron's bug carcasses create grays with flashes of silver. He's already received payment, so just tell him my name. The Aurealis. Oh, such a glowing orange it produces. Beautiful enough to bring tears to your eyes. The flowers are rare, but I happen to know a hilltop where they still grow. I've marked all the locations for you in the note. From what I gather, Summerset views its artists rather differently than the rest of Tamriel. It's one of the few ways to rise above your family's station and enter the world of the elite. This masterpiece shall be my final step. Oh, no. Being a renowned artist is a station all its own, and a highly respected one at that. From this generation forth, my descendants shall say my name with reverence. What more could one ask for? I'm known for my art.
No, let's not go back there.
Hard at work, Tindoria? How goes your finger painting?
Ah, very well. I see you've deigned to step out of your florid abode. Come to see how a real artist creates.
I'd enlighten you with a response, but we both know my skill speaks for itself.
Why, you're certainly skilled at boasting. If only you had the artistic sense Auriel gave a mudhopper, you might produce something of worth.
Your tongue remains as sharp as your wits. When I'm declared the royal court's newest artist, I'll be sure to send you an invitation to dinner.
What a kind offer, though I'm sure that won't be necessary. After all, we both know that I'll be the one to acquire that position.
So, you've volunteered to collect Tindoria's arduous list of artistic materials? How exciting. Do try not to get eaten by anything unpleasant. Who am I? Honestly, I'm shocked you haven't heard of me. My works of brilliance are desired across all Summerset. My name reverberates throughout the land on the lips of nobles and commoners alike. An artist? No. I am the artist. I assure you, my confidence is well earned. Unlike poor Tindoria, she tries her best, but those with an eye for these sorts of things know the truth. She lacks a certain something. Hate? That's quite a strong term. Why, we're simply friendly rivals. It's always been that way ever since we trained together under Hainamil. Truly, I relish our time together. I'm simply the better artiste.
I really do need you to hurry along. Inspiration could strike me at any moment, and I simply must...
Honestly, I think she plans to do something rash. She might even attack the guards. Ugh. Never. Ah, another newcomer. Delightful. What exactly can I do for you? What keen ears you have. You heard us discussing a private matter from way over there. Impressive. Perhaps you can put that inquisitive nature to good use.
Right under
A
you,
newcomer, much like you,
That is
is
literally
stirring
your
up
shoulder.
trouble here in Lalandril. A member of the Mages Guild murdered a sapiarch, but now the murderer's friend is railing against the conviction, loudly. Poke some sense into her, would you? She might listen to another guest. You'll find her outside the Fighters Guild.
Another Mages Guild for the same. What?
Sometimes I wish the criminals and lawbreakers would take a holiday. Then the officers of the Divine Prosecution could catch up on our paperwork. Is there something you need, newcomer? A writ of authenticity for a Nord ambassador? That's a highly unusual request, considering that a newcomer is the one making it. The Divine Prosecution requires weeks, sometimes even months, to properly audit diplomatic credentials. Vindilwyn. She loves to engage in the commerce of favors. Very well. A cup and bowl were stolen from the Alinor Palace. Favorites of the Queen, I'm told. Recover these items, and I might be persuaded to issue Riggert a writ of authenticity.
Really?
Ideas? Plenty. Proof? Nothing that would hold up in a court of law. Not yet, anyway. But I'm more concerned with recovering the items. Stolen goods usually find their way to the pirates in Waston Coraldale. I'd start my search there if I were you.
Stay strong, Emil. I'll get you out of this.
Secure the prisoner in the Fighters Guild. Off you go.
You're a member of the Mages Guild, aren't you? Please, you have to help me. The Sapiarchs accused one of our compatriots, my best friend, of a murder he didn't commit. They won't even consider the possibility that he's innocent. Another Sapiarch named Haladon. Emil arrived at the gates of Lalandril, carrying Haladon's body, and confessed to the crime. But he seemed shocked, confused. I know Emil better than anyone. He's not capable of something like this. I swear it. He's a pacifist for Mara's sake. The Sapiarch's investigation was a joke. They just took Emil at his word and handed down the sentence. Of course, the local guild magister rolled over like she always does. Coward. Please, I need your help. The Sapiarchs say Emil confessed to murdering Haladon, but he'd never murder anyone. He loved Haladon. I don't know if he's confused or disoriented, but I do know he wouldn't do it. Please, talk to Emil. Convince him to recant his confession. An order of High Elf scholars and mages. They walk the halls of power here in Summerset, observing and advising. Of course, there's a thin line between advising and ruling by proxy. They're not over fond of us guild mages. They think we're reckless. To the Sapiarchs, stepping in puddles is reckless. Not folding your linens is reckless. By their standards, my 90-year-old grandmother is wild as a foal in springtime. No, the guild values new ideas, novel approaches, but it's far from reckless. Emil and I are both members of the Mages Guild chapter here in Lilandril, and students of the guild's chief diplomat, Kalawende. As for our relationship, Emil is my dearest friend, has been since we were both in diapers. I don't know if he'll listen to anyone, but I don't have a choice. The Sapiarchs and Mages Guild consider the matter settled, and they've forbidden me from speaking to Emil further. No one has forbidden you to speak to him. You can still reach him. He and Emil were very close. If you'd asked me before all this happened, I'd have wagered that one or the other was shopping for a Ring of Mara. They had common interests, but more than that, they had common values. Gods, what a tragedy. Restoration magic, wards against disease and curses, that sort of thing. They'd been researching ways to prevent lycanthropy, vampirism, and other afflictions. You see, the Emil I know dedicated his life to healing people, not murdering them.
What?
Absolutely not. Emil's gentle as a lamb, and Haladon didn't have a conniving bone in his body. The tension between the guild and the Sapiarchs weighed on them a bit, but not so much that it would drive them apart. Like I said, Emil is innocent.
No, another game mission in Summerset. It's the second game mission in Summerset. Why are these game missions in Summerset? Summerset.
I don't have anything to say to you or anyone else. Please, go. Yes. She's wrong. What? No, no. They already did an investigation. I murdered Haladon. It was me. Why are you inserting yourself into matters that don't concern you? I murdered a Sapiarch. I accept responsibility and my punishment. Go away. I don't want your help.
You there? Why are you interrogating Emil? I am Kalawende, Chief Diplomat of the Mages Guild. I apologize for my tone. This has been a trying time. The Sapiarchs consider this matter closed, you know. What are you doing exactly? Who sent you? Our interests may align. Vivine, look, I've uncovered something odd as well. The Sapiarchs have made it very difficult for me to intervene directly. Perhaps you can help. Emil met a shady merchant named Galador prior to the murder. That's very out of character for him. That's what I came here to find out. But it seems Emil doesn't want to talk. Galador has deep connections to Lilandril's smugglers and thieves. If you learn what Emil purchased from Galador, we might gain some insight into Haladan's murder. Galador stores his business ledger in one of the inn's larger suites. Unfortunately, he placed a hex on the book, making it impossible to read without a passphrase. If you discover the passphrase, you should be able to learn what Emil purchased. My contacts tell me that Galador left the city on business. Goodness knows what kind. No one will accost you while you investigate. Just be careful. It cannot become known the Mages Guild is investigating this matter after the Sapiarchs forbid it. She is tenacious. She often volunteers to help others. You won't find a more zealous advocate for the Mages Guild's goals and mission. In truth, I've never had a greater pupil, aside from Emil, of course. In my experience, people use talent as an excuse for idleness and lack of effort. Emil and Vivine both enjoy great natural ability, but Emil's focus on restoration magic indicates purer motives. He also works harder than anyone I know. Truthfully, I'd love to, but as a diplomat, I don't have that luxury. The Sapiarchs consider the matter settled, and officially, our Mages Guild has accepted their ruling. I have a duty to preserve our relations with the Sapiarchs. It's exacerbated tensions that already exist. You're a high elf. You know how stodgy and inflexible our people can be. The Sapiarchs see this murder as evidence of guild negligence. Our members resent it, so we're caught in a downward spiral. Yes, the guard who found Emil, Milleron. The Sapiarchs classified him as a Ryazen, a critical witness. Anyone with close ties to Emil is forbidden to speak with him, but not you. I'll find out where they've hidden Milleron. You look into Galador.
I doubt you.
Who in Oblivion are you? I left explicit instructions with the manager of this establishment that I was not to be disturbed under any circumstances. Let's keep our voice down, shall we? So, the Hulkind disappoints once again. How utterly expected. As the one who delivered my parcel, I suspect you'll want the reward. Have it, and be off with you. I'm astonished the Hulkind refused to complete this task himself. I'm sure honest work isn't easy to come by for one of his status. Something more important than the obligation he had to me. Hulkins have no sense of honor. It comes with being raised without a family, you know. That's why no one trusts them. I thought a fellow High Elf would understand.
Shut up.
Or are you another bleeding heart?
Bias,
A
bitch.
family sets expectations. Here in Summerset, all we do is for our family's honor. There's no hope for someone who doesn't have even that to guide them.
I wanna slap you.
You do not, cannot understand the painstaking preparation, the ritual consumption, and the artful flavors of an Indrik heart. It is a delicacy fit for only the finest gourmets. The question itself betrays your unworthiness for such pleasures. Something more important than the...
Oh shit, I ain't going over that again. Oh, no, he didn't look right. I was gonna stab him. I stopped. Up his arse. Sinner. I'm not done.
They hit with a thud and give birth to the mud, making up this mortal
Sheep's blood. I came across a range set of fire. Oh yeah.
over here. I trust you were successful. My own inquiries were fruitful. I've learned where we must go next in this investigation. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Did you manage to break Galador's wards? What did you find? Honestly? What would Emil want with sheep's blood? And syringes? I'd suspect blood magic or chemical addiction if I didn't know Emil. Neither of those items are illegal. He must have bought them from Galador to keep the purchase a secret.
Okay. I come right now. I leave my phone on charge, right? So I just could come. I put on up right now. Okay guys, the lady who was supposed to do my hair just messaged me, so I'm gonna start the broadcast right here, but she seems a bit pissed that I am late because she never replied to my messages to come. But anyway, I'm gonna start the broadcast whenever I get back. So you guys won't miss nothing. I'm gonna start it right